Hey, what's going on, guys? Tribalism. It's been a part of the crypto ecosystem ever since more than one cryptocurrency has been released. Litecoin, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, just to name a few. Everybody seems to have their favorite. And this article by Michael K. Spencer is actually a pretty good example of some of the problems with crypto tribalism. So let's just go ahead and jump into the article. First off, let me just say that I consider myself an evangelist for real decentralization and supporter of distributed ledger technology, yet I am agnostic and don't buy into the Bitcoin religion, which appears more about profit than the underlying values of what blockchain stands for. I don't agree with airdrops that turns people into bots for digital assets that may as well be exit scams. This paragraph here is actually one of the reasons I started this channel. I was more interested in what what blockchain technology could do for technology in general, rather than the money. Because usually, when something is successful, the money will come no matter what. Of course, money is nice. It's nice to get in early on an investment, but I do agree with the statement that Bitcoin has turned into a bit of a religion. You have Bitcoin maximalists, and then you have people that believe that their specific cryptocurrency is better than Bitcoin because of whatever reason. And that's just stupid. The majority of ICOs are in genuine companies, don't have real products, and never were intended to be sustainable business models. That's a severe problem in the ethics of these young engineers and young executives playing with dApps and investors who are prone to fraud, hype, and crypto trafficking of the worst kind. Deceit. Sites like Bitcoin Talk, Telegram, Reddit sub editors involved with cryptocurrencies are like conversion grounds. The hype over Bitcoin and Ethereum have created a bubble. Bounding programs promise more than they deliver and falsify community metrics with incentives that are profoundly flawed and create the wrong kind of motivation than what blockchain was originally intended for. I completely agree. Crypto tribalism created a subculture that of people who think the internet is real, think Bitcoin has real value outside of being a speculative software-based asset, and believe just because you can call something decentralized, even when its governance is not, nor its digital asset holder structure, that it has the right motivations. I don't agree with that. I do think that Bitcoin has real value outside of being a speculative asset, being that it does fit all of the definitions of a currency. After so many failed crypto startups, fraudulent ICOs, crypto hacks, and even mistrust that startups like Consensus can scale, we need to rethink what all of this stood for. No more excuses for crypto. We need to actually be more honest with ourselves. By making Bitcoin into some fanatic game of sport and belief of young men, we created a bro culture that was fundamentally flawed, unregulated, and perpetuated a system that not only was decentralized, it wasn't real, scalable, or adding any value to existing businesses, enterprises, or legitimate innovation. Crypto created a tribalism and community, a dogma without a business proposition that made sense. I don't necessarily agree with this paragraph. We have seen real world uses come out of a lot of cryptos, and we continue to see them. This article was written in January of this year, so it's not that old. So I don't agree with that. In such a world of crypto tribalism, what is the value of another mainnet launch? Another community grown by fake airdrops and turning people into zombie followers who don't really care about your mission statement. Digital assets that aren't even useful in the real world. Companies that aren't even what they say they are. Crypto tribalism betrayed our trust in it. While blockchain adoption continues, crypto is in a rut. Kind of agree. It's 2019 and Bitcoin is still probably overvalued at $3,726. Bitmain, Consensus, and Steemit, among dozens, if not hundreds of other projects, need to endure a crypto winter of the karma that crypto tribalism created, a kind of moral and philosophical vacuum of what crypto could have been and what people in the space tried to do. It's actually kind of funny looking back, since the price has gone up since this price that's listed. To look back and see articles like this. I do not think Bitcoin is overpriced. just the laws of supply and demand, and the fact that Bitcoin is finite really says it all. Many blockchain startups are failing due to unethical practices of how the crypto community scaled without actual products. The market has a way of pushing back if you continue to run the same playbook and expect the same result. On an internet and in markets of so much manipulation, if it's too good to be true, it is. If there is little ethics in big tech, major monopolies that violate antitrust laws, there's certainly probably even less among crypto communities. I can kind of agree with that. It doesn't matter if you are on the blockchain that's supposed to increase trust. If your business practices are dishonest, I can think of so many projects that fit that bill. A divided crypto community sabotaged itself, and digital asset prices today reflects the lack of integrity of crypto economic pioneers. Shady white papers, fake advisors, the world doesn't need another shitcoin without a working product or a way to onboard real consumers or users. I agree with that. Crypto tribalism has more of a belief in the internet or world computer created conditions whereby young men exploited other young men. People lost their entire life savings on cryptocurrencies. A few got rich if they hit on it early enough. That's the classical symptoms of a pyramid scheme. But people should not have been investing more money than they could have lost. That's just the rule of investing. So anybody that lost their life savings really shouldn't be gambling with their life savings. I really am tired of this victim mentality when it comes to this stuff. Crypto wasn't just not convenient. It perpetuated schemes to make some people rich by exploiting its own tribe and hyped up dogma. There's nothing particularly noble or high-tech about this. The ICO model failed for a reason. I don't believe regulated STOs are the right solution, but neither is legacy venture capitalism and crypto hedge funds. Crypto didn't innovate scalable public blockchains that were built to be sustainable. Well, let's give it some time. We're still in the early phases, man. Ethereum is already showing signs of slowing down. It's time to deconstruct what's really going on here. Crypto tribalism then amounts to a failure of technology, a failure of leadership, and a reminder that the profit motive outweighed the decentralization values for the majority of these crypto projects. Idealism can fade very fast when you don't have a real honest mechanism to scale as a business or build genuine communities. If my community is based on airdrops, bounty programs, and hype, it's not actual loyal and not if my community is based on airdrops, bounty programs, and hype, that's not actual loyalty. It's not real. It's all fake. Bot Telegram followers, boosted Twitter accounts, altcoin profits thrown away due to lack of long-term vision. Crypto tribalism is not innovation. The world computer may sadly never grow up. The nascent crypto event has backfired and betrayed its own followers. It's cannibalism of coin and code death in the crypto winter. Crypto hype may have been the worst fake news of 2017 and 2018 history. Creating a tribe of believers and hodl practitioners is not how to build the future or a scalable digital assets or cryptocurrencies. The fraud is up. It's time to grow up. It's time to take some responsibility instead of pretending. He's kind of contradicting himself with this paragraph, considering what he said about people losing their life savings. Don't talk to me about decentralization if your community was built by deceit. Your tribe is built on the backs of profiteering of a few at the top. That's not blockchain. That's corrupt human nature and greed at work. Crypto tribalism will kill Ethereum, and it dooms projects like EOS and Tron for failure. There's an irrational insanity of fanaticism at the heart of crypto tribalism, and it's giving public blockchains a bad name. Crypto tribalism isn't exciting, it's self-defeating. True decentralization could never be born in the corruption of fake communities and fraudulent altcoins. We've been brainwashed by a crypto media, which is also fake, and a crypto tribalism that didn't really care about decentralization. There's no going back. Airdrops, ICOs, and unscalable public blockchains need to die before anything real can be born. I agree when it comes to the smaller projects. One thing that is happening in the community is that people are recognizing these scam projects for what they are. I am a true free market capitalist. I believe that the cream rises to the top. The good projects will rise to the top of the market caps. Um, it is still insanely early as far as where we are with cryptocurrencies and blockchain. Um, if there's a part in here where he's talking about Ethereum is slowing down, Ethereum is already showing signs of slowing down. It's time to decon. Yeah, I mean, if he's talking about price, let's see what this article is. So he's talking about, okay, well, there's price involved here too. So it's like, which one is it? Are you talking about price, or are you talking about the speed of the blockchain? Vitalik is working on speeding up the blockchain. One of the nice things about these decentralized ledgers is that they can't be shut down. So regardless, they're not going to die, period. So they're always going to be up. It just matters which one will be used, and the free market will decide which one is used. This is also a time in history where the entire world is kind of going to decide the winners of these blockchains. So it's not just going to be something born out of the United States that then grows and then the rest of the world kind of latches onto it, or is born out of the UK or born out of Europe or Asia, and then other countries latch onto it. It's all going to be built up from everybody at the same time in the entire world. So I do believe that the blockchains that are in the top 10 right now are good bets to check on and see how they do as far as the future of the tech. I think this article, what it really shows is in January, things were not looking really good. We were right in the middle of the crypto winter, and it's really people were really negative at this time. Since then, we have seen a lot of improvement in a lot of areas, and it is kind of fascinating to go back and read some of these articles that were written during some of the worst times of the bear market. But I do agree with some of the stuff that he's saying about the shit coins and a lot of projects that are just being built just to get people's money. But just like anything on the internet, you got to be careful. There's scammers everywhere. It doesn't matter if it's blockchain, crypto, or a Nigerian prince. So that's all I got for today. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.